Hello, hello. Pretend you are here. Yes, pretend I am here as well. This is just a pre-recorded message that starts exactly at the 5-minute mark. Hello, Vega. Yeah, well, we're finishing this today, so yeah, we should definitely be able to finish this today. I might continue this because I think it would be fun. Oh, I can't hear the game. I think it would be fun to do a science goal with this one. I'm just not sure what it would be. Because most of the complexity, like, there's not a ton of complexity to this one, but most of it is like the second half. So I feel like it needs to go a little bit past where I normally go just because of that. But we'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see if I still want more when I'm done. Let's see, we got flamethrowers set up. I think they are a bit slow, so I'm actually going to copy that. And it is a 1-to-1 ratio, so we can just flip it and then make a new one here, and that should work just fine. Wait, these aren't medium power poles. You can't you can't build them like that. Right. Input, output. There we go. Okay, so those will work. We get some nice little flamethrowers, which we really don't need at all, but they're good for oil cracking, which again we don't need. But I think I would like to set it up just because I can. Oh, this isn't working. Are these? Yeah, these are. Wait, are these built the same? They look a lot different. Oh, it's because this one has a gap and this one doesn't. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we need to do batteries, which means we need more actually no, we have plenty of copper for batteries. Yeah, this stuff we can use for batteries, no problem. We should have plenty of iron here as well, so we should actually just continue this through. Which there isn't great spaghetti space for this, but I think there is technically some spaghetti space. Yeah, there we go. It's perfect. We definitely planned this. Okay, there we go. That'll give us all the batteries we need. We also need to split these off and send these to electric engines, which I don't really know where engines will go. I guess we can just build them above this. So we need to set up lube. Yeah, we really need to get the splitter. Let's just visit them all. Let's grab things from them all. That's always a good start before we start building. I'm also low on inserters of all kinds. Belts, I think I'm a bit low on belt. I have enough, but not a ton. I definitely don't have extra. And then I could also use some chests because I've just been kind of leaving chests wherever I happen to be standing. And I'm tired of using wooden chests because they're not great. They're definitely not great. There we go. Also, why am I this color? I don't remember choosing my color at all. And I definitely don't remember choosing like a dark green. I wonder if it was a redeem, because that's usually not my go-to color. There we go. That's usually my choice color. We are low on pipe. Oh, the flamethrowers probably use a lot of pipe. We're also low on power, so that doesn't help the pipe issue. I think I'm just going to extend this a little bit, so that way we can get a bit more pipe. But yeah, that's gonna make that doesn't even fix it, does it? I doubt that completely fixes it. Okay, we'll go around. Because I need another assembler if we want to make up for the flamethrowers. Because I think these are 2 pipes to every gear that they use or something like that. 10 pipe. Oh, it's 10 extra pipes. So yeah, it's about a 2-to-1, I think. Roughly 2-to-1, which makes sense why this would be falling behind then. And then we have way too much science, which I could get rid of, or I could just hoard it forever, which probably not the greatest idea. We'll get rid of it. See, where's mining productivity? Rocket fuel, rails. We really just need a bunch of random text, so I'm just going to click on them in a completely random order, so that way I don't stop researching while we figure out our next step. Because we have bots. Did we get bot speed? I think I actually got bot speed before construction bots. Yeah, I got bot speed already. Okay, so that means everything should be good. We can also get some pass providers and roboports. Oh, if I could automate roboports, that would be perfect. Okay, that should automate them. Let's do, I don't know, 440? 40 should be good. And yeah, now we're just gonna have even more issues. Yeah, we need to fix power. Do we have enough coal? Oh, we have plenty of coal. Yeah, we can just build another power plant next to it. We also, we could do a solid fuel power plant up near here where we're going to have advanced oil. All right. I forgot about this. Yeah, this is a great power design. It's really fun. Okay, we'll get a red belt. And then do we have a pump? Okay, we have a pump. We need boilers. We actually do need landfill for power. We don't need a ton, but we need some. So that way we can set up. We need a little bit of landfill, so that way we can make sure we can get a pump jack here. Or at least, not the pump jack, but the steam engine. So yeah. Okay, we need 40 steam engines, which is more than I have space for. So we're just going to start dropping things in random spots. We can leave 19 landfill. And these combinators, I have no reason to have combinators. Okay, so that's 40. We have enough drills. We should have enough of everything now. Yeah, I think that's everything we need for power. Because it's 40 steam engines, but it's like 23 boilers or something. With this weird design. And then this would just go right across the belt. Perfect. This doesn't actually have to be a red belt. I'm realizing it won't run full speed. It's gonna run like mostly full speed, but it definitely doesn't need to be. Definitely doesn't need to be full speed. Wow, this is I have not built a power plant like this in a long time. And actually, I don't think I've ever built one like that. That's never been my build order. So I can actually just copy this and mirror it, so that way the power pole's placed a lot easier. Oh wait, it's not that many boilers. Make sure we actually connect it, which is a very easy thing to forget. But yeah, if we do the power poles last here, it means we can just drag in a straight line, which is gonna be super nice, because then we don't have to worry about anything. And technically, I think we can only run 38 steam engines this way with a full yellow belt of coal. It's really close. It's really close. So it's not something I need to be that concerned with. Did I double up? Yeah, I did. Although doubling up isn't that important. It's really just if I miss something that matters. And since we can't have enough coal, even missing one is not critical. Okay. I honestly I love the look of the power plant. If there is a good way to stagger them, I think it would be really cool. But it would be hard to get a lake that's large enough to run an entire power plant like that. To like run a condensed power plant, you kind of just have to have it in random spots of the lake. Okay, so where's coal? Hello, Submate. Welcome, welcome. Where do I need more coal? Hmm. I think I just need like a compressor, really. Let's try to actually. Well, maybe compressor's the wrong word. Whatever this is. Perfect. Okay, and then we should be able to fit a pipe, or not a pipe. Hopefully not a pipe. That would kind of invalidate the run. But we should be able to fit enough coal miners on this to at least keep us going. Honestly, this might. I don't think it's the last power expansion we'll need, but it's the last one we'll need to hand build. The next one will probably be using solid fuel since we're gonna have a bunch of extra solid fuel. Yeah, no pipes says what I'm doing. That's the command for this one. The gist of it is just we're not allowed to place pipes. I'm also not letting myself use regular pumps or what's the other thing? Storage tanks, because those are kind of like a cop-out. Because if you use those, they're basically just pipes with slightly extra steps. Oh no. I miscalculated here. Also, I have no idea what this third belt is for. Okay, there we go. I think we got it. Sure. That technically works in some way. It's a very weird split, but it does the job. This was supposed to be built 3 tiles over. Oh no, 2 tiles over, so it's supposed to just be a straight line. It wasn't supposed to drag new belt. Okay, get rid of the coal, get rid of the copper, get rid of this, and honestly, just get rid of the wood too. I don't think it's worth keeping for wood. Okay, so we need batteries. Batteries are the goal now that we actually have resources. Kind of. We kind of have resources. We still need a bunch of junk. It looks like we're also running low on iron, so we'll probably... Yeah, we'll need to place some more miners soon, too. Because this isn't actually 3 full lanes. This is almost 3 full lanes. And we're going to start running out of steel. Especially once bots come online. Okay, so we have all the assemblers we need for bots. I think I'm going to set up the bot assemblers first. Just because I'm here. Oh, wait. That seems bad. We definitely do not have enough iron. Is this split like 3 times? No, just twice. How much is this using? This is using 3. Oh, yeah, okay. This needs more than half a lane of iron. Yes, I underestimated how hungry this was. Okay, well, we can add more iron too. Gotta get these assemblers while I'm here. So first things first, we need an engine assembler, which pretty straightforward. And then I think we have to double them up like this for the engines. Yeah, because we need a lube unpacker. Oh gosh, we have to get lube from so far away. Would it be better to produce these remotely or to produce lube remotely? Honestly, neither of them are great. So we'll just go with whatever feels right, which is definitely producing lube remotely. So I think that is a lot less to send over. And we can direct feed the engines because it's very nice way to build. I think that's everything. I don't like how we have so many lube unbarrelers, but they're kind of necessary. Circuits, we're gonna have to do something weird with circuits, like bring them. What? That was weird. Like sideload them here, I guess. Actually, do they need to be sideloaded? Oh no, they just happen to be on the correct side. Perfect. It's not what we were going for, but I'll take it. And then this will need... should they be on the same belt? I think realistically they shouldn't be on the same belt. Because then I have to make a loop. And I think it would be easier if I don't make a loop and instead do this. Because either way I'm dragging two belts down, right? Either way I'm dragging two belts. But one of them is a separate dedicated belt, which is way easier to handle. And then we just need to take this and we need to double it a second time. Because I guess I'm anticipating I'll need a lot of bots, which is very much not the case at the rate we'll be expanding. I think we can make do with like 4 engine assemblers and be fine. But just in case we decide to go bigger, it is nice to have this many assemblers. Because I might make like a 500 science per minute goal or something. Which isn't like a ton, but I think that's good enough to just see what kind of like, what a larger base would look like without pipes. The small scale, it doesn't change a ton, it just changes a little bit of the base. But that's because you barely dive into plastics and junk like that. This has gears, so this needs batteries. Ooh, how do we do batteries? Huh. Okay, batteries are gonna be tricky. Batteries are gonna be really tricky. We have this over here. So we can either send these barrels all the way down with sulfuric acid on them, which requires us to send iron up here. Actually, we could produce iron locally. Doesn't take that much iron to run it, and we already have kind of an iron mine. We have technically, there are iron drills there, so we could use that. There's no copper around, so that means it is easier to just bring the copper here. So we'll produce batteries here, but we'll send the barrels all the way back up. Yeah, this is probably gonna work. Oh, right. If you press Q at the exact same time, I think if you press Q or you left click at the exact same time you press Q, it breaks Smart Belt. Or it's not the exact same time. I think it's like if you click first and then click Q, it's one of the many ways to break the Smart Belt locking. And it causes a lot of mistakes, which it can be useful if you really want that. I've never wanted to use that feature ever since they made Smart Belt locking a thing. I know some people prefer it for like dragging lots of belts at a time, but honestly, I've never really found a use for it. Because it's just so easy to get to like a rhythmic motion to drag, 4 belts at once. Whereas just doing what this doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel, maybe it might be faster, I don't know, but it doesn't feel as satisfying, that's for sure. Especially when you have to do rotations too. Also, I really hope I'm doing this correctly. I think we're running into the same issue as last time where my barrels are not localized, which was a mistake. Don't really know how I'm going to fix that. But we definitely need to make sure we keep more... Oh, we didn't bring enough. We didn't bring like any... We didn't bring anything. I guess we can have a wood-powered car for a bit. Kind of forgot... kind of forgot pipe, because, yeah, I thought this was a lot closer in my head. Yo, what's up, Beb? Thanks so much for the resub. We're doing, well, okay, we're doing this a second time. This one isn't completely new, but the first one was a complete mess, and I had to redo it, because it took me like 5 hours to get to this point, because I just messed up the barrel supply so badly. Actually, I don't think it was quite that long. No, it wasn't that long. But it was like, I was like an hour slower than this, and it was rough. Okay, so what are we looking for? I could use some, do I need steel? I don't think I need to kickstart the barrel supply. I do need more transport belt. Honestly, I probably just need the transport belt. And then maybe some more drills. Although 15 should be enough. We have furnaces, we have boilers. We have these things, we're just gonna leave them behind. We've been carrying them with us this entire run and we have not done anything about it, but they are completely useless. Okay, so we could place a car. I guess that will be a little bit faster. It would be even better if we actually brought, coal for once. It's almost tempting to just mine some coal here. But now we're caught up, so I don't think it would really speed things up. There we go. You know what? We can leave the misplaced belts. It doesn't really matter. And then we have plenty of sulfur. Wait. Do I want these to go up here? I'm questioning my decision now, because we already have sulfur down here. Maybe I should produce it over here. You know what? Yeah, we should probably produce it over there. We'll leave these belts, because we might use them for something. But yeah, we should probably just have... There's no reason for me to produce sulfuric acid over there. Because this is what we need. It would be easier to just expand that one. Carrying 2K GC is also very useful. Well, you never know when you're going to handcraft 100 blue chips. Even though, you know, I don't think you can. You can't really handcraft those, but you never know when you're going to need to do that. What's my favorite type of food? I really like curries. I feel like curries, or just like, if more general, anything that's like a soup. But curries especially. But tacos, also good. I guess if we're talking like, what do I eat the most often? It's definitely curries or stew. What I want to eat more often is tacos. Tacos are amazing. They'll be useful for handcrafting the Spidertron. So wait, what does the Spidertron cost? That's so many random things. I haven't looked at the Spidertron recipe in a long time. Like since it came out. I forgot though. I forgot how much random junk it has. Okay, I think... Oh wait, I have an idea. There we go. And then we're going to do another one over here. So that way I don't have to think about anything. This will give us steel. This will give us past providers. There we go. Then we should probably use this one to upgrade this. Because that's something I always forget. I always forget to get past providers. Like, just in general. And that causes a lot of problems. You're not ready for the legendary fish speedrun? What is the legendary fish speedrun? Did someone make a speed... Wait. Oh, it totally has a fish in it. I totally forgot he had a fish. That's what's controlling the Spidertron, the one fish that is hooked up to a learning algorithm. It all makes sense now. From the quality in Space Age, I don't believe you, but also I would believe you. It would be awesome if they just made if that was the new end goal of Factorio is to get a specific fish. Okay, will this work? Yeah, okay, this is actually where I want to produce sulfuric acid. So what we need is iron, which we don't really have much on the mall, do we? Wait, where is the mall? Oh yeah, the mall is very sparse. But I should be able to get enough for sulfuric acid if I cut some corners. Oh no, a lot of corners. Hopefully that doesn't decrease our production rate too much. That one was literally useless, so that didn't cut anything. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong belt. Nah, good enough. Good enough. Okay, well, I mean, it's either this or we have the sulfuric acid pipe going through the base, but, you know, we don't really have pipes. So, yeah, let's go with this one. It looks all right. For some reason, blue science is low. Oh, it's the flamethrowers. We should limit them. Has the DLC come out already? Oh no, it's like a year away still. Or like, I think it's end of the year. Devs mentioned it was possible and they found it fun. They made an achievement. You have to recycle spiders hoping for a legendary fish. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about the quality update. That was like such a device. That one seems like it'll be very divisive. And I'm glad they just give the option to not use it. Because that's I don't know, it makes it's a really weird addition to Factorio. I get it, but it is a bit unusual. Is this literally all I needed to do? Yeah. Huh, can I move this up one tile? Okay, and then we have a couple options here. We could do this and do batteries direct fed and then worry about sulfuric later. I think that's a good idea. Reduce the amount of barrels we have to recycle and then get dedicated barrels for blue chips. Or blue chips are made entirely direct fed like this, which honestly, having them built on the lake is kind of great. We might do that. Who needs barrels? Does this work though? I mean, this spacing doesn't work, obviously. But aside from that, this works great. Oh, this works great though. No, this works. This works perfectly, doesn't it? Oh wait, we would need one more resource on the belt. Well, we can put copper here. Okay. So that's batteries. That's batteries done. 1, 2, output. Oh wow, that's a... Okay, maybe I shouldn't say they're done yet. That's batteries designed. There we go, designed. Input, input, output, and then power, power, power. That might work. Yeah. We have to use a lot of power poles for this, but it's either this or, use a ton of barrels. You have the RGB sock mod. Has the sock mod become a thing yet, though? RGB socks would be great. Chat could just chat could just choose my socks for me. Then I wouldn't have to like manually change my color in game. We could just change my socks. There we go. This is, you know what? This is gonna be the new meta. The new meta for batteries. Look how fast it is to build. Look at that. Okay, maybe fast is the wrong word. Maybe take iron sulfur to the right of batteries would be easier. Oh, true. Good point. I wasn't sure how dense this would be, so I wasn't considering that. But yeah, we could just send that straight through. And then, yeah, no, that's great. Copper, iron don't necessarily need to be on the same belt. I mean, I guess they would. Yes, and oh yeah, as long as I spaghettied sulfur through, then they can be on the same belt. Vopper? No, I figured out. I have figured out what Vopper meant. Don't worry. Yeah, okay, that looks a lot nicer. There we go. This is actually looking nice, except for the fact that it's the wrong recipe. Yeah. Oh, hi, hilarious. Yeah, we got some of my favorite socks on today. Okay, this is actually I can save a power pole or I can save a belt. I think, well, either way, I'm using extra power pole. There we go. Okay, so this needs copper on it. Yeah, okay, I think... Oh, wait. This is perfect. Assuming it has enough input. Which it might? It's a very strong might. Those socks look like they go fast. I can assure you it is they're not going fast right now. But there we go. This looks great. This is so much nicer. Now we only have to worry about barrels for sulfuric acid. Can you do everything without barrels? Technically, yes. Right? Well, now I'm wondering, like, what if you just don't even use barrels? Is that possible? The only thing that would be tricky would be lube without barrels. Oh, but it's so possible. No, you don't need barrels at all. Huh. Hold up. Have we been doing this wrong the whole time? Should we have just made an even worse space? that just didn't use barrels. We just build everything directly on the water. This is super tempting. These don't need barrels. These don't need barrels. You wouldn't be able to do advanced. You could do advanced oil, but you would need like a really, really long chain of boilers to do advanced oil. Or you would have to get lucky and somehow get a crude patch to be on the water. Yeah, that's the tricky part. Yeah, the only thing that would need barrels would be getting water over to a pump jack. If you got really lucky, like we could just have, oh gosh, how many would that be? 200 boilers in a row? It's skid marks, that's how fast he is? Yeah, those aren't socks. I'm just wearing, those are my bare feet. Time to explore for that oil spot. Honestly, I'm tempted. I'm tempted for my advanced oil design to be that. Oh no. Wait, oh no. Do you know what that means though? That means we have to produce circuits at the oil refinery. Oh, that's so far away. Well, it looks like we're using that belt I built. That means we have, or sorry, we have to produce lube here. Yeah, this is why I said it wasn't a speed run. Because I'm getting sidetracked and I wanted to be able to get sidetracked by this and not like fed up on trying to just do it fast. Because then we would not be doing whatever the heck I'm trying to accomplish. Oh wait, this can just go... There we go. Oh wait, did we filter out the batteries yet? Yes, okay, cool. Okay, how many boilers am I going to need? Oh, that's so many boilers. I need like 80 boilers. Where am I going to get like 80 boilers per... Actually, that's not that many. No, we can totally get that. Hello, hello. Yeah, we're back. You fell asleep after pump jacks. So we didn't do that much after the pump jacks. We're about to get bots, but I just realized I had a really dumb idea that I want to do advanced oil without any barrels at all, which is technically possible, but not that possible. But it is possible. So I think I wanna do one advanced oil like that. The only issue is it can't supply that many electric engines. So we're going on a very, very useless mission, I guess is a way we could describe it. We just got sulfur, so bots should start producing, except for the fact that we don't have lube yet. But you know, if we ignore that, if we ignore the fact that we're not actually producing bots, we're producing bots. Flamethrowers as well. It's not useless if it's for science. That's true. It's just for a sense of discovery, you know? That's important as well. So sometimes you just gotta know. Also, why do I have fish? Where did these come from? Steel plates, okay. We don't need any of this stuff. We definitely need that. Pipeless burners only? Well, I don't even know if that would be possible. I feel like you would, I guess with sushi belts, you'd probably need sushi belts. Bots should really kick it into high gear. Yeah, bots are not going to speed up anything. They would if you had a design that you wanted to copy. But the thing is, everything we have to do with pipes is without pipes is so manual that bots really don't, they don't do much. Yeah, we need pump jacks. We could use more of them. Imagine if each power network has a limited number of tiles it could reach. Ooh, that would be horrible. Bots can't cook spaghetti. Exactly. They are not the finest spaghetti chefs in the world. But yeah, power with a limited reach would be... I feel like that would just absolutely decimate the UPS. Okay, so what are we doing here? We need to produce electric engines remotely. Oh no. Wait, that means we need this belt and this belt and that belt. This looks like a good spot for bot production, right? Wait. This looks perfect for advanced oil. This is a very good spot for advanced oil. It really reduces the amount of boilers we're going to need. Okay. That's a game plan. The socks are fire. These are one of my favorite pairs. They fit super nicely. Okay, so we need these three belts. Okay, cool. I don't have enough belt for this, do I? This is 400, 400, 300. So that's about 700 times 3. I need 2100 belt, and I have a 1200. Yeah, that is not enough. Maybe I should just, let's see, how much simpler is it if I just bring the engines? Way simpler. Way simpler if I just bring the engines. Okay. That reduces our belt requirement by like a third. Well, half, because we still need the return trip. So yeah, no, a third. I like how I went from a third to half, like that was less, which is not true. Reminds me of the classic, the quarter pounder problem, or something like that. Uh, I've heard rumors that they tried to release a third pound burger here, and everyone thought it was smaller than a quarter pound, so nobody grabbed it. It didn't sell very well because people didn't want less meat, which is just so very imperial units of us. Like, people just get confused by how we use everything in fractions. It's great. I don't know how much truth there is to that, but it is a rumor that goes on, and I think it's fantastic. Okay. Inventory full. Definitely a a moment of all time. We're just gonna convert what we have, I think. And this should be everything I need, right? I'm gonna double check, but I feel like, nope, that's everything I need. Oh yeah, this is way easier to drag. See, now we can use that belt that we accidentally brought earlier. Perfect. What would this be like without barrels? That is what we're trying to find out, actually. That is currently what we're working on. Because, the only thing I would need barrels for, really, is advanced oil. And I think I just thought of something that doesn't need that, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will be answering that real soon. We'll still have to use boilers to carry water. Advanced oil is the only thing that will need something awkward. Unless you find a pump jack in the middle of the ocean, somehow. But I don't think you can do that. But yeah, you were asking the question, we were just wondering. So you got tuned in at a perfect time. Oh yeah, no, it doesn't roll off the tongue at all. I don't like it. Like, what do you call it? A third pounder, a thirder pounder? Like it doesn't have enough syllables because we also don't call them half pound burgers. We call them double quarters. I think it just, if you're ordering a burger, it needs a lot of syllables to really work. More than half. Wait, more than half of people surveyed that? Oh my gosh. I figured it was like, oh yeah, like if we're underperformed, we're like 20%. But you know what's wild? It's not really that wild, but I think it's crazy that 1/3 is 50% more than 1/3 is 1/2. And like, I know it's not that weird, but something about that just feels odd to me. And every time I like have to increase the recipe by 50% and it goes from a third to half, I'm like, whoa. Even though I know that. And like, it's not like anything screwy is going on. It's just weird. Because it doesn't seem like they should be even remotely divisible into each other. Oh, wait, they were the same price? I didn't know that part of the story. Yeah, so, if this isn't too bad, am I gonna realize that I should have done a completely no barrels challenge? Am I gonna have to revisit this a third time? 1/3 plus 50% is 1/2. Yeah, that's all there is to it. There's really not much to it. It's just, that just doesn't sound right to me. Like, it is right, but it doesn't feel right. It feels like it should be some other number, like one, I don't know, like one, I don't know. There's not really an odd number that's smaller than that. Like 3/6 would, yeah, there we go. 3/6 or 3/5 or some weird number. Not just half. Not just a perfectly even half. Okay, so that could go there. Oil refinery. All this does work. But moment of truth, is the spacing right? Because it might not be. Oh no, this works. This shouldn't work, but it does. Yeah, yeah. When you round it, it feels a lot weirder. And when you don't round it, it's like, if you think of it as fractions of 2/6, it makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, I hate how this is possible. I shouldn't, but I do. And then this would have to produce rocket fuel directly. And then this would need to produce solid fuel to get rid of that rocket fuel. Okay, so this is what it would look like. Wait, where'd the power get disconnected? Ah, that would do it. You're bad at meth. Same. I used to be. Doesn't this feel right? This feels like the intended way they wanted you to make engines. I don't think there's any denying that. This is what Factorio wanted. And look at that. We might even have space for a second one. Or a third. Unfortunately, we can't rotate them, so that complicates things. And look, we're even producing rocket fuel, like, really early, because we're doing so well. And that, yeah, that's what it is. We're just really, really ahead of schedule right now. Gosh, this really makes me want to redo the challenge. Or maybe I might just scrap everything I already have. Because this is the second time I redid it, because I'm just like, what if I have another restriction? And now I'm just like, what if I have another restriction? I hope these are connected. Because I can't really tell, and oh my gosh, the belt delay has got to be like 15 minutes. It's insane. Okay, there is a problem though. I think the only way... Does this work though? The ratio isn't right. So the only way to get this to work is to have another another one next to it. Okay. Does this fit? I don't think that fits. Okay. Yeah, the only way to make this work, we might be able to fit one here, is to have another plant that produces just petroleum for us. Yeah, we can make that work. So that way we can improve this ratio. Maybe make you can't make solid fuel out of the center one. Rocket fuel is the only option. It's the only... This is the only assembling machine that can use light oil. So your two options would be to change the recipes constantly or make rocket fuel. Yeah. Yeah, it's not normally something you'd have to consider, you know? So I don't blame you for not noticing. This doesn't really have enough space either. This doesn't quite work. As far as I know, you can only send water through boilers, and flamethrowers you can only send the stuff they can fire, which unfortunately does not include crude. Although that wouldn't help because we also have this to deal with. I think we just need to accept that we need a different... I think we just need to accept we need to go for a different one. Probably this one, since we won't be able to get stuff here anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Then we need a chem plant. And this will produce solid fuel for us. Perfect. And then what we could do... Well, actually, we need this many engines. Crude can be fired from flamers. You're thinking of petroleum. Did I say crude or did someone else say crude? Did I say crude? I might have said crude. But does that help us? If we use flamethrowers as pipes here, does that help us get more out of this? Not really the input, huh? I guess it doesn't help with the input. It doesn't help with the hard part. I also need this to be prioed. So that way it doesn't deadlock. Not like it's going to be limiting at all, so it probably doesn't matter. But there we go. There we go. Okay, that should work. I mean, eventually. We did not bring power. We completely ran out of power poles. We should probably set those up now, because we do technically have bots, right? Okay. If you ignore the definition of what it means to have something, we have bots. I guess we don't, because this is kind of why we're doing this. Oh my gosh, I do not know how to drive a car. Hold on, we can do this. There we go, nailed it. Couldn't use fluid wagons and pumps. Pumps are not allowed in the rule set. They would be really easy. They would be very helpful, yeah. But like, if I can use those, I might as well just use a pipe, because those are like basically just pipes. But now I'm like, what if I just don't use barrels? And yeah, which I think is great. Which is why we're redoing our base. Are we gonna finish today? Probably not anymore. Calling the cops to revoke your joke's on you. I don't have one. Haha, got him. I don't know what this is that I dragged back, but it's connected. Hopefully it's something we needed. Okay, what did we need? We need to set up more boiler production, because those are our only access to pipes. The reason we're allowing boilers and not pumps is partially because you need them, and also they're a lot more limiting than just a pump would be, because it's 2x3 instead of 1x2. Why did I change the pattern there? Whatever. It's 2 by... it's half the width and shorter as well. So it leads to much lower restrictions, or much more restrictions. So I figured I might as well roll with it. Keep it a little bit more limited, so that way we have to get a little bit more creative. Will that work? Yes. We don't need pipes. Obviously, we don't need pipes. I think we need more chem plants, because we need like 3 chem plants per refinery, because none of them work full speed. We don't need that many pump jacks. What is 40% of 4? 1.6. What kind of D's nuts joke is this? I don't get it. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Because this has been done without boilers. No. No, because you need power. It could maybe have been done with 1 boiler, or a mod that removes boilers from power, but there would be no way to get past the first research without a boiler. Otherwise, I probably would have banned those as well. Advanced oil, I don't think it would be possible for advanced oil to be done. Well, maybe right there. No. If you got really lucky with a spawn... If you got really lucky with an oil spawn on the middle of the water, maybe you could do it. You could do advanced oil without boilers, but I don't know if MapGen allows for that. But yeah, you at least need boilers for power. In some very rare cases, maybe you can get a pump in the middle of the ocean, but I don't know. It would have to be in a very specific spot that I don't even know if MapGen can do. Otherwise, I would be trying to do that. Can oil on water? That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it can. I've never seen it on water. Unless you get really lucky and it spawns on like an island here on water that happens to be in the exact right tile. Because it would have to be exactly like 3x3 with a with another like piece of land right there. It's a very, very specific set of spawn conditions for that oil for it to actually be usable for advanced oil. Specifically, just advanced oil is the problem. But if we can use flamethrowers as pipes, we could have it go the other way, so we could make it work. But yeah, if we're allowing flamethrowers as pipes in this scenario, we could do it. So then the only restriction, the only time you would need boilers would be the initial power plant. What am I looking for, by the way? Just imagine having like one boiler to run your factory, because that's all you're allowed, and then you have to do solar panel for the entire run. Although it wouldn't be that bad, because I play with Always Day now. But yeah, I'll show you what I mean about the flamethrower once I gather everything I need. Which I think we have everything I need. Just gotta grab some coal for once. Is one boiler possible? Yeah, one boiler should be possible. The only issue is that it would be incredibly slow for like the first 5 hours, where you would literally be able to do nothing. Can't you just chain engines? You can chain 2 engines. So you can have a max of 1800 kilowatts, which is not much. If you did burners only, that would let you run up to like 18 assemblers. You could technically do 18 assemblers with that, but that's about it. You would get 18 assemblers to last you until you get to solar power. Honestly, that's not that bad. Can't you store the steam and activate it in bursts? Not if I'm not allowed pipes, right? Well, I guess I could. I guess if you made an infinitely long steam engine, you could briefly use it as a battery. But if you're trying to actually make a base, you'd be limited pretty early. It's tempting though. This is very tempting. Why is this tempting? Okay, what does solar power require? That's not a ton. 250 science is not terrible to get to solar power. So what would this new rule set be? We would have no barreling allowed. 1 boiler total, so that way we can't use them as pipes. Flamethrowers would have to be allowed. Flamethrowers would have to be allowed as pipes. Because of the thing Ty said, vanilla oil can't spawn on water. So we would need flamethrowers to be able to send the oil that way. Unless there is a chance that this might be close enough. We'll look at that one up top once I get these connected. Do we have any more? We have this kind of chest, I guess. Okay, what is this? Why is this not running? Okay, that should have everything it needs. The player gets 1 free solar cell at the start for no boiler run. I would much rather just do 1 boiler, please. Don't let me deal with 60 kilowatts until I get to solar power. That will take so long. That would take like 4 hours. And it would just be me watching 1 assembling machine run. Wait, how long would it take? We would need, oh gosh, 12 seconds times 250. It would take an hour, at least, of just making green science. It would take like 2 hours total of just watching 1 assembly machine run. That's great. That's great. That should work. I mean, technically this runs. Less feeding. The feeding is not that much of an issue. We can use inserters. We can use burner inserters to save power if we really wanted to. It would be an unintentional burner run, but yeah. We could use burner inserters to save time. But right now we need to, before we consider that, we do need to check if oil is even possible. Okay, I know it's possible. Is it interesting without... Is it interesting... Or is it possible without flamethrowers? The player is a very efficient assembler. That's true. I could be handcrafting. So that would save an hour. Honestly, the lab is gonna outpace it for the most part, I think. Well, I think it's... Yeah. What the lab... Wait. No, I think... Yeah, I think we will outpace the lab. Okay, so this oil might work. It's like one tile off, isn't it? What side does it need to go on to? This doesn't work. This is so close to working, but also it's not. What if it goes this way? No, that doesn't work. Why? Why what? Oh, why does it need to be against the water? If I wanted to also not allow flamethrowers, that would be direct feeding everything. I would need to... I would need water here, so that way I can put a pump. Because currently, let's go to one that I know won't work. Let's use this one as an example. So if I had access to flamethrowers, I could do this. And then I did bring flamethrowers, right? Yeah, cool. Oil refineries, I never remember what side it goes on, so that would go here. Let's stack some flamethrowers. There we go. Cool. We actually need one more because well, actually, did I make it too far? No, I don't think I made it too far. And then we get a chemical refinery, which would go right here. Which we do need more water for that. Let's see if this fits. Okay, cool. And then we would get one tile here. Oh, I think I put that in the wrong spot. I could repurpose my single boiler. That's true. If I allowed myself one boiler. Well, this almost worked, but I put it in the wrong spot. But this is the idea of it. We pretend barrels don't count if they never touch the floor. True. The floor is lava. It melts barrels and nothing else. Okay, so this is how you would get everything for advanced oil. Honestly, you would only need one of these to launch a rocket. Like, that is more than enough to launch a rocket. Right? If we can get it to run full speed. Or even mostly full speed. All it needs to do is get us, like, I think 20,000 light oil. And it's protected with all the flamethrowers. That's true. It is protected with all the flamethrowers. Okay. Why is this tempting? Okay, that brings up the next question. Should I finish this one first? Since I'm so close. I feel like I should just finish this and then start it next Monday. We also need to figure out what I want to do with power. Because we can either do one boiler or one free solar panel. I think one boiler, no restrictions is my preference. Because it sure would be nice. I would definitely appreciate that. Do flamethrowers? Yeah, flamethrowers change with the player. They're owned. Same with cars and tanks and stuff. Whenever you get in them. Trying to think, what else is there? Is there anything else we could pass fluid through? We weren't able to get that bug to work, so we can't do it that way. I have a really dumb idea. Does it work? Oh my. Okay, so there is a there is a possibility of getting a uranium patch on the water and passing sulfuric acid through uranium miners to be able to chain battery assemblers and chemical and blue chip assemblers together, which is just absolutely Absolute nonsense. But yeah, this technically works. Apparently, you can only pass fluid through chem plants by rapidly switching recipes. Is it only temporary, or does it like permanently break it? Because if it permanently breaks it, that would be very useful. But if it's just temporary, if it's just the one time, I think it would be a bit too micromanagey to try to get enough loot for that. Beep taco. Hello, Rip Squid. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah. So yeah, when you place a drill on top of uranium, they turn into fluids. They can handle fluids. They can handle sulfuric acid at least. So you could pass sulfuric acid through them and build all of your blue chip assemblers on top of that, which would be a little bit more compact than anything else you could do. The only downside is, of course, you would have to have one that's directly on the water. Switching recipes flushes the plant into nearby fluid boxes. That is a shame. But at least we figured out what it was, though. Because I knew it was a thing. I just could never figure out what caused it. Yeah, I really wish there was a way to utilize that, but... Because I've been thinking of that since I started this. It's just the odds of getting uranium on top of water are a little bit higher than getting this perfect oil pump, but you know, it's still possible. It is possible then. Yeah, it is possible. I mean, after you get the one boiler. Time to scout. Well, we still have to figure out the oil thing first. I might, let's see, if I do a world that's like all water and all oil, that would be a good way to test to see if it's possible to get the generation we need. There are patches of uranium. Yeah, there are patches of uranium next to lakes. That one can spawn on water. Or near water. It's just, that one's not that useful. Because all that does is save... Because like the alternative for that one is just building blue chips on top of a lake, which is really easy. So this is non-essential. I just think it would be really funny. But it's definitely not... It's not helpful. It's not useful. It's a little bit more compact than building directly on the water. But marginally, it's like one tile smaller. But also 3 tiles larger because of the... Okay, I don't think it would be smaller. I think it'd be really hard to make it smaller. But yeah, let's actually set this up. Let's see what it's limiting. Problem of 1 engine solved. What's that one? Oh, 1 boiler. Yeah, the only problem with that is the whole how do we get the first power plant? Which there isn't really a solution to that one. Because you get nuclear power. Well, I mean, I would probably ban those too, because those are just pumps. Or those are basically just boilers. If I'm not letting myself use boilers, I feel like that I can't choose that. When will they add trailers that I can hook after your car? That would be cool. But also, nuclear power is pretty late, right? I would just have to get 800. I would just have to get 1,000 plus blue science to get to it. Where did my car go? There we go. There we go. Okay, that should technically get us some engines. I think I can get another one here if I really want to. Also, this one's not set up, so I should probably get this one fixed. Okay, perfect. There we go. There's a second one. What is this limited by? We need more solid fuel assemblers. I didn't expect this to be like a 1-to-1 ratio here. It could be a reward for reaching it. They should add trucks you can drive. I think there's mods that add that. I feel like there's definitely truck mods. Like AAI vehicles or something that you can move around. I've heard they're really bad on UPS, but I mean, why would you care about that when you can have a truck? Is there any way to get... I want to use this oil patch, but I don't think that's great. What about lawnmowers? I don't think there are lawnmowers. There are nukes. I feel like those have a very similar effect. This is pretty similar, at least. Maybe not exactly the same thing, but it has the same end result. Will this work? What is this? Tructorio? Oh, what is that first one? Interesting. Those are not... Those are some interesting truck designs. They very much stand out. Factorio efficiency tracker. No, that's not what I like how it suggested that one too. Okay, so light oil is very much a problem. I did not realize these were this slow to produce. So it looks like we'll need to speed mod the rocket fuel assemblers to get any meaningful amount of light oil. Actually, you know what? This is 16 rocket fuel. That's fine. I think it's doing okay. Is there any way to speed this up? I guess it's just speed modules. What's this one limited by? Again, limited by light oil. That makes sense. How do we do this? I actually don't want this to go into a chest. But I don't know a good solution. There we go. There we go. That'll prioritize it. It's a weird way to prioritize it, but this sets the priority correctly. And then we shouldn't have to worry about it backing up. Is it beacon friendly? It will have to be. You can definitely probably get 2 beacons on it. Maybe 3. You could probably get 2 or 3 beacons. Probably just the one. Probably 2. You could do 3 if this was a solid fuel assembler, but I think you'll need all the lube assemblers you can get because they're working at like 5% efficiency. We'll actually have... The best thing to do is actually to put prod mods in the lube assembler so it works full time. Okay. You know, let's go back. Let's see if we have any bots yet. I feel like we don't. They are working as hard as they possibly can. It would have been nice if we brought resources for them, but in my defense, I didn't think I would need speed and prod modules and oil. At least not with resource patches turned up. I'm really curious if that elusive pump jack works. Because on the one hand, it's funny to have to build it on the water. But on the other hand, flamethrowers is also a really great solution. So one of them's harder, but flamethrowers as pipes is just such a great concept that it would be a shame to not be able to do that. But hard decisions here. And then what did we need? Oh, we needed it right. There you go. I needed the modules, of course. And then we're going to give them a bunch of random junk and hope I don't accidentally grab them. Can you chain flames on patch? Yeah, you could chain. What do you mean chain them? You couldn't really chain them that much. You could probably get like 2 extra out of it. But that would only work for basic oil processing. It wouldn't work for advanced oil at all. Because crude oil is not the limiting factor. The limiting factor is light oil output, as you can see here. These don't need speed modules. Yeah, that too. You can't merge the flamethrowers. I mean, you could technically put 2 pump jacks going into the flamethrower. But yeah, we're limited by the availability of, or our ability to spend rocket fuel right now, or produce rocket fuel. This is so slow. You know what? I'm leaning with how slow this is. I'm thinking I do not want to limit myself to no flamethrowers because I would realistically I would find like one spot I could maybe put in advanced oil, if any. With generation, it genuinely might not be possible. There's a good chance of that because this is a very specific subset of generation. How are you? Oh, you're not sure. Yeah, you can't merge them because you can only input from the sides. So you can use them as a very long straight pipe, but that's pretty much your limit for how you can utilize them. Ow. Okay, these trees do not stand out to me. I've ran into them like 10 times. Ow. You know what? We're walking. We're just gonna leave that there too. Is there anything I could use cars for? No. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could do with fluids. We obviously, no barrels. That's the thing that's really complicating it. So what would be the solution to the no boilers? There's no non-modded solution for no boilers. Yeah, if I place the flamethrower, you can see the arrows on the side. Fluids can come in from that side and out that side. There's no way to input from the bottom. It's like these wouldn't connect without a pipe. You would need a pipe right there to be able to merge them. And if I had pipe, boy, I feel like we wouldn't be having this these troubles, huh? You know, we're just gonna send it straight across. That'll work. Okay, who knows how many we'll be able to power this with this. I think it's ambitious of me to think I can power more than like 5 robot frames. Also, should I be even doing this? I feel like I shouldn't even be doing this. Yeah, it's recommended for me a lot too, and I'm like, yo, I made that on my second on my VODs channel. Every time I go to upload something, it pops up in the suggestions, which is great. But I'm also like, hey, that's me. No, bots sure will help. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Bots will definitely be able to copy whatever this is, because this is such a very specific pattern that bots can improve. Okay, this one though, this one technically isn't a no barrel challenge. I think I should just finish this one like normal, right? Or give up and start anew. You can cut trees for poles. That's true. We can have the pods start getting us power poles. Because, like, I'm looking at it, and I really like the absurdity of it. And now it's just like, oh, do I even want to finish this one when we can get even more absurd? For now, I think I'm just gonna maybe grab some steel chests. There we go. Why is my inventory so full all the time? What is it even full with? Oh, okay, yeah, all of those are kind of useful. Just a little bit useful. It's a good video, thank you. I was pretty pleased with it. I have ideas for what I want the next one to be, but I have not started it yet. I definitely have not started it yet. I kind of started the script a little bit, but I've not gotten far into it. Because I have a couple backlogged ones that I thought would make really fun videos. But it's also been the holidays and my friend bought me Baldur's Gate, so I've just been binging that for like the past week. And have done nothing else. Is there any more tech I need? Not really. Do I need stack size? No. Lab size? Sure. I mean, we have pretty much everything we need. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep building this like a normal person. We should probably... We should probably do some advanced oil processing over here and actually produce the engines that we wanted to produce up there. But honestly, these might produce... I was about to say these might produce fast enough to launch in an hour. There's no way. There's no way those can produce fast enough. We need more. Because this is not supposed to be no barrels, no boilers. I definitely need to just finish this as is, or just keep doing it until the end of the day, and then just give up on it next week. 1 hour, that would be my goal. I only have about an hour left today. Um, Technically, I could have finished by today, but because I got sidetracked brainstorming how to make this worse, um, that's a little bit less possible. Just a tad. Just a tad less possible. No, no, I like it. It's I didn't realize I didn't even realize like no barrels was possible till today. It's it's a fun realization. Like it's fine if we don't finish this one now, because now we have something way worse we can work on. We have goals, and it means I don't have to think of another meme run Monday for another week. But where were we? Or like what would be a good thing to build right now? We obviously can't do blue chips because we don't have enough sulfur. We can start plastic. We can start LDS. Let's do LDS. LDS is something we could very easily build by hand. And hopefully we have enough plastic, because if we just like start buffering LDS, we'll be good. I doubt this is enough copper, but you know what? We're just gonna take this copper and hope it works. Or hope it's enough. We should have some extra plastic too. The plastic, steel, where's plastic? There we go. We can take steel from here. We can steal the steel. Red chips. That's not red chips, that's blue science. Close enough. Does that work? No. Does that work? Also no. There we go. Third time's the charm. This is gotta kill some lanes. That's fine. Okay, that's a little bit less fine, but we'll manage. We'll manage. We're just gonna push through this mess and hope everything works out. Okay, that should give us some LDS, except we're not getting any copper, so I think a belt is flipped here. Oh, yep. There we go. And it had a double underground, which is does not work. We don't need this many boilers. Those are just for testing purposes. There we go. We definitely backed this up with a bunch of junk. This isn't supposed to be a botless one. This really was not supposed to be botless in any way. But I'm just like looking at this and thinking how much longer it'll take to get enough bots. And I don't see I don't see a vision where we can actually make bots anytime soon. So I think it would be faster to just start buffering all the final resources and hand build everything. Unless we can figure out how to get barrels. Well, okay. Again, we can use barrels, so I could just increase my advanced engine production. That also works. But just because I want to feel like I at least accomplished one thing, we're gonna make some LDS, and we're gonna put it in a chest, and we're gonna forget about it. And this is actually not that much. Let's grab some more steel. There you go. Steel chests are incredibly expensive, but they're all I have. Because iron is a little bit farther away. Okay, will this work? I don't know. I mean, some of it will work. We technically have enough plastic. We probably have enough resources to run this. We can't run anything more, but we can run that. And then we need to improve these. So we already have the engines. So we need to take these over here, which is another 200 tiles, which means we need another 400 belts, plus some landfill. Okay, yeah, we should be able to expand that. Of course, we're going to be using barrels this time around, because it's a lot better. You can run a lot more with that. Yeah, we'll use barrels for this, just to get this run done. We're kind of low on engines, but I think that's just because they have to back up so far, and they're produced at like a 1-to-1 ratio that they're not really going to back up a lot. And if I could sideload this over here, that would be perfect. We just need to make sure we only put the correct thing on it. Okay, so lube, I think we should produce it in that corner. We also need sulfuric acid, but sulfuric acid is better to produce close to our base, because that's where sulfur already is. Wait, these are going the wrong way. This belt is the return belt. This first one is the... Yep. Whoops. Okay, that's a little bit better. Hopefully it's fixed now. We just need to make sure we double rotate every time. Yep. Double rotate, not single rotate. There we go. Okay. Looking better. I guess it's really the turns that throw me off, because those aren't really... Those don't follow the pattern, because they change which way your mouse is oriented and where you would need to start the mouse. Okay, did we actually bring enough resources for this? I feel like we have enough belt. Because I clicked it, it was 200 tiles, but since we had to go around, that kind of changes the math a bit. Like, it's not, you know, it wasn't directly north, it was zigzaggy, which adds a lot of distance. Okay, so advanced oil. Obviously, we should build it directly on the water. We should we barrel everything? No, I think we just turn everything into solid fuel immediately, so that way we don't have to worry about it, if possible. We definitely do not have enough landfill for this, though. We'll do our best, but I don't think we have enough landfill. So this just takes directly from the water. Is that the right side? Yes, it is. An unbarrel here for crude oil, so that empties the crude. This will go directly into solid fuel, which I think it will be fast enough. This goes into lube. Is there, Can I do a flamethrower thing here? Is there anything I can do with flamethrowers here? No. Not that would let me get more solid fuel, at least. So this just needs to be barreled light oil. And then, can we directly unbarrel it? Because that would be very nice. Actually, I think that's the strat. We literally unbarrel it locally. We just need to prime it with like 5 barrels, and then it works great. Well, does it? It might work great. We'll see. Then we unbarrel here, and we send it directly into another thing producing solid fuel, because I want to make this as compact as I can, which would be here. This is emptying oil barrel. This passes it back and into it. Then this will just make solid fuel for us, and then we can send them roughly to the same spot. I probably should have added a 1 tile gap here, but that's fine. And now this can get barreled and sent wherever it needs to go, which uses, honestly, not a ton of space. No, this totally works. This totally works. So these are completely on a loop. I don't think it can deadlock. We just have to hope that this can consume enough fuel to keep everything running, and then yeah, we'll just have I guess we'll have a, yeah, these should have been 1 tile apart. That's fine, we're just gonna do this. There we go, except now it's not powered. And now that doesn't have, now there's no water there. There we go, now everything's powered, everything's good. We can send this somewhere, I'm sure, I just don't know where. Okay, I don't think there's any other spot, so I just need to be very careful to run only in a straight line here, because we do not want to ruin our ability to expand advanced oil. Wow. Okay, I don't think we ruined our ability to expand advanced oil, because we don't have nothing here. Okay, we can split these off, send them this way. Yeah, we ran out of space. We need landfill. Is there anything I can set up without landfill right now? Not really. I mean, I can get kind of the spacing that I'll need. And then, I don't think this is going to cause problems. It might. Last time we had this much stuff recycled, it caused issues. Are you good at whistling? I'm pretty good at whistling. I'm not going to whistle because It sounds terrible on a microphone. But yeah, I'm decent. I think this works, right? This produces 1 empty barrel. 50 crude becomes... 100 crude becomes 25 heavy oil. So 50 crude becomes 12 light oil. Is there more lube going out than going in? No. So we could pass these barrels through here, I think. Yeah, will this work? We just need a lot more landfill. Oh, whoops. I knew we would need a lot of landfill for this. I didn't realize we would need this much landfill, though. Also, this is working really good. I'm glad we have that, because it makes sure it doesn't completely back up. Hopefully. We might have messed it up, but I think it's fine. Also, I like how I'm still researching, like, blue science stuff. We don't need mining productivity. It's literally useless. But I'm researching it anyway, because I just kind of want research to keep moving, so that way my base keeps moving, because it looks more fun that way. But yeah, it's completely unnecessary. I'm also pretty sure we're running out of resources. Yeah, I have not. I did play Bob's Mod one, not Bob's Mod. I did play, well, I guess it's basically Bob's Mod. I played C Block for a little bit one time, and got to landfill, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot, and then just never didn't do much with it. But I guess it's no different than the space platforms. And the space platforms were a lot. Like, every time I made a base, it was like 10,000 space platform, and it was not a large base. Yeah, I really shouldn't have been surprised. Okay, so that gives us landfill. Transfer belt should be good. Oh, wait. The lube don't need... The lube don't need to be... The lube doesn't need to be on the same loop. We can give lube its own loop. That's what I wanted to do. Ah, that can stay there. Okay, so we have... This is our lube production. So as long as we can get this to run full speed, it will give us enough lube. We just need to get the circuits actually more like over here. I think I could assume that I can landfill this part of the lake. Yeah, because we'll just be extending this in a straight line. Hopefully. I mean, I'm already committed. I've already placed it. There's no going back, but I could have thought about it a little bit more, but I didn't need to. Because this needs an input and an output. I really want to just recycle these barrels. Is there any good way to get them to take from the main lane? I think so. Yeah, okay. Just to get these onto the main loop, we'll do this little number again, because it did work really well. We don't have circuits. Technically I could copy that, right? Kind of? Yeah, there we go. Look at that, we copied the logic without having to think too much about it. And then this just needs one. Okay, so that way we can take from these barrels. And then we can send the rest back around. Because I want to keep the loop recycling pretty local. Just because we ran into issues last time, where we just backed up a ton of things. Fortunately, we won't have to use any of this knowledge ever again. But I'm glad we'll have it. These can just go in a chest, honestly. They'll probably run long enough. But for now, we'll just, we don't have a chest. We have a steel chest. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, does this produce lube? Technically, no. Not getting crude oil yet. But it should. I think that'll work, right? No, that will not work. This will work. We just need this one to get a few barrels down here. For the most part, it's not that necessary. Literally, the job of this thing is to get like 5 barrels onto this belt, and then everything is good. I wish it was going on the other side of the belt, but we can't really do that. Well, or could we? No, no, we can't really do that. We'll just use double. We'll just use double belts. That'll be fine. Yeah. Okay, so that will unbarrel, and then it will send them back out onto the correct side. Perfect. I'm liking how this is looking. Empty barrels. This will be engines. Now we can extend this as needed. Sure would be a lot easier with bots, but that's fine. Bots do not go this far out. Also, we're doing this so we can get more bots. We only need like 8 of them, right? Actually, 7. We're going to do 7. 7 fits. And I think technically, as long as this is running full speed... Do we get enough land? No, I think we need a second. No, we need at least 1. 2 of these to run 7 of these, yeah. I think that's right. Wait, input, input. Wait, input, input. Input? Sure, there's not a pattern there. We can make a pattern, but there isn't technically a pattern. Okay, and these don't really need to be recycled, because I don't think these can break things. Yeah, because those only work as needed. Cool. We have an input here and an output. And because we're not really that limited on the lake, we're just gonna build on top of it. Input, 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 and all the outputs. This is honestly, this is a lot nicer than our original design. It's way nicer than this design. But yeah, I think that was a given. I don't think anyone's going to be surprised by that part. And then we have an input somewhere. I guess we can just go around, right? Yeah, I say we just go around because I don't want to remove any water I don't have to, because water is kind of valuable. Then again, so are belts. Huh. Okay, so once again, we are going to have to sit here and use a whole lot of undergrounds just because we did not bring enough belts to actually make our build. Now they're the proper ratio. Yes, I was muted. Thank you. I don't know why. I wonder if I bumped it when I was banning the bot. Thank you. Much appreciated. These don't tile. We didn't leave enough space here for this to tile. Well, okay, we did, but we have to use undergrounds for it. I mean, I guess that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's not what I wanted, but it works. Because now we just have to place this here, 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 and here. Honestly, this, is that the right ratio? This power is 2. Can I move it a little bit to the left? I think I can move it a little bit to the left, so it powers a little bit more. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit better. Not a lot better, obviously, because we're still not using we're not using pipes, so it's never going to be a lot better, but it can be a little better for sure. Okay, this will power the first 3, this will power this one, nothing will power those. Perfect. I think that is mission accomplished. Output, input, and then we need to prime it with like 10 barrels. Honestly, I can prime it with a whole like 10 barrels, can't I? Yeah, because this is light oil limited. Cool. And then we'll have to figure out something to do with the solid fuel. But for now, you know, we're just gonna put it in a chest because I think it's so slowly producing that it's not gonna be a problem anytime soon. Oil, and there we go. Okay, we need to figure out. Right, forgot we ran out of belts already. I already pushed it out of my mind. Okay, this should work. Okay, it seems to be working, and then we need prod modules and speed modules. There we go. Oh, that ratio looks a lot better, actually. I guess that makes sense. This is making it like 60% faster, which is pretty significant. And there we go. Look at our slightly better engine production. It's still a little bit low. I might module all of them, to be honest, just because we're limited by a lot of things right now. Oh, and we need to fix the recycling loop. There we go. Okay, that should be good. And then these recycle to the main lane. Which, again, I'm out of I'm out of transport belt. You know what? We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna use the red belt. It's this is the last we need here. Okay, there we go. That's the last oil production we need. Probably. Okay, I could stand to improve basic oil processing, but I don't think I need to worry about that anytime soon. I would like engines to go all the way back because I would like to use the solid fuel. Do I have engines on me? Can I make a power plant? Not really. Because it would be nice if I could turn this into a power plant. I guess we'll just have to hope it runs long enough, but I don't think it will. Do I have any chests? Do I have anything I could use? I can extend the length of it with a wooden chest, sure. And then we'll figure out that buffer another time. One entity is missing a construction bot. We don't have any construction bots. What could possibly... Ah, my car. Wait, did I place a roboboard down there? Weird. Okay, so sulfur is good. Lube is technically fine. I'm not doing anything with light oil right now, so we probably... Should I have started rocket fuel? I probably should have started rocket fuel here. I wonder if there's a good ratio for rocket fuel. Honestly, yeah, I should start rocket fuel. This is very early for rocket fuel, but considering this is how I'll be building it, might as well do it here. How close can it be? So this one actually looks a little bit different. This one can be more compact. This can be like right there. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, that would go there. This will make solid fuel. This will make solid fuel, and then this will make rocket fuel in the middle. And again, we're going to be limited by rocket fuel speed, which is still so weird. Does that work? I don't know if this ratio is right. I feel like it's not. So I might need to add more. I might need to loop this back around. That requires me to have the belt I don't have. Huh, this might work. I might have enough red belt to be able to do this. Barely, but I think I can do it. We just have to mix red and yellows, and it's gonna be a complete mess. Okay, so this can almost reach. We just need like... There we go. Perfect. And then this, we just need another belt. Underground. Let's see if we can do an inserter chain somehow. Just to minimize the amount of belt we need. Oh my gosh, it works perfectly. And definitely as intended. That is the peak design here. This gives advanced oil. We need some crude oil as well. And an output. No, output goes up top, and then that one's an input. There we go. And then now it's the return trip. Perfect. Everything is great. I have no idea if the ratios are right here. I don't think this gets enough solid fuel. What I could do, we also don't have an output. We need another chest. We need 2 more chests, actually. Actually, we need like 3 more chests. We need a lot. Okay, let's remove those and those. So, oh wait, we don't have circuits. This won't cause a problem, right? I think this might be worse because I think this is producing way too much solid fuel. It's hard to say. It's definitely hard to say. Which ones get prioritized? They're about 50-50. Actually, it's going to prioritize the stuff in the chest a little bit more. So maybe things will work out. I don't think they will, but maybe. There's a chance. Now this is stopped because it's waiting on... Actually, I don't know why this is stopped. What did we break? Oh, we primed it with too many barrels. I think we just need to make sure it only has like 3 barrels in it at any given point so it doesn't break. This uses no barrels though, so this is great. Then these are honestly running full speed. No, I think we made something good here. It was good. We'll go with good. Yeah, it's great. And that leaves us with sulfuric acid and also destroying our entire base. There we go. Okay, so we should have a decent amount of engines by now, right? Like a huge spike in our production. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a lot better. That's like 20 times more engines. Yeah, this was worth the detour. Because I think it would have taken about 5 or 10 hours to produce enough engines with the amount we had. Which is not a lot. And I keep running into my power poles. I really do not drive that much. And when I do, it's on the Switch, which is a much different driving scheme. It uses like an absolute driving scheme. Actually, I don't know if it calls it absolute or relative, but it is definitely preferred, and I wish you could use it. I wish you could use it with a. I wish you could use it with a car, but as far as I know, you can't. Oh, look at that! We have 66, and that's not how you make bots. Kind of forgot a step here. Okay, we're gonna make like. Honestly, we're gonna make like 100 total bots, and I think that'll be more than enough. Okay, this is the only chest we have, so I guess that's what we'll use. We'll give it 200 circuits. What is that? That's 100 bots, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Bot production is done. Finally. This is... Honestly, that's pretty much all we need for yellow. We don't even have to bother limiting it. And I think technically we can run like 16 of these now. And that's going to be the first thing that bots do. But we're going to make it... We're just going to do 12. Because I feel like they're not actually running full speed. Or they won't be forever, so we'll limit it a bit. Okay, what else do we need? LDS is... Whoa, LDS is doing really good. I'm glad I built that early. Because, like, that's half done. I think we just need to go and upgrade a bunch of chests, right? Oh, and we need to put a storage chest. So that way we can start making trees. Making trees. Making power poles. Let's see, we need random roboports everywhere. I think bots technically can build things now. Pretty much everything just needs to be a red chest, because I don't actually know what's important, but I assume most of it's important. What's the button to see production? If you press P, and then I think there's a button on the top that you can use as well. This one? Yeah. And you can filter it as needed if you want to search for a specific thing. It gives you like the production over time. It's very nice. Yeah, I could just upgrade every chest if I really wanted to. That's not a bad idea. Except for the fact that my inventory is full. And I can't even use an upgrade planner. The main issue is I don't know what kind we used. But this will work. Okay. Um, I'm sure that's fine. As long as we don't get these storage chests, we're good. I wish I had left a radar at the other base. I'm realizing now we didn't leave a radar at... Well, we left it at this one, but we didn't leave it at this abomination. The proof of... We didn't leave it at the proof of concept for no pipes at all. Like a no... Like an even more limiting challenge. Which we'll definitely be doing. Bots should have red chests. Yeah, bots do have red chests. That is one thing I did remember. How does advanced oil even work? Well, that is what we just finished. For the most part, it's easiest if you use barrels and you just directly feed water into it. So this is our advanced oil processing. We have two different kinds. So this one is for lube. We have everything directly going into the oil refinery, and we actually built it on a lake. Another alternative is to use boilers and build it a little bit far from a lake. But yeah, for the most part, you just do a 1-to-1 ratio, like for every fluid. You can barrel the light oil and send it to multiple refineries, but I'm trying to... You can use multiple chem plants for everyone, but I'm also testing something for a no barrel update of this, which would change things. He was wondering because he didn't have space for 3 assemblers. Yeah, you can either use... You have to stagger them. So you can't do 3 chem plants, you can't do 3 assemblers, but you can do 3 total things. You can also use flamethrowers as pipes as well. You like filtered yellow for output since leftovers go back to them. Filtered yellow for what? What were we working on? Oh. For like upgrading chests? I'm not sure what that one was referring to. For yellow chests. Ah. Yeah, I never... I usually don't recycle things, because once you launch the rocket, like, it's not like... It's usually not worth recycling a lot of things. And I find it's nice to not have things accidentally back up if you do, for some reason, upgrade a lot of things and, like, completely fill your storage chests. It's nice until you deconstruct, like, 4,000 belt. Do flamethrowers work as pipe or oil? They work for everything except for petroleum gas, which unfortunately is the one that is important. And it doesn't work with... it does not work with light oil because you can't put it in the middle. Yeah, you can use flamethrower to move heavy oil, and that's about it. Or the crude. It doesn't really change the design that much, but it does let you barrel... It lets you barrel heavy oil if you need it, but for the most part, you can just directly turn it into lube, and it's not a big deal. The limiting factor is actually pretty much always going to be... The limiting factor here is pretty much always going to be light oil. Yeah, it definitely works pretty great in the pipeline. I don't like using them as the outputs. I like having... If I do that, I usually do a secondary storage chest next to it. But I don't like sharing the output. I just put a separate chest that it takes from for the pipeline, because I do not want to accidentally block the chests. I know there's easy fixes, but I like not having to worry about blocking them. Also, why is this grid not connected? Oh, this powers that one. Right. So this is, so that was one design. And then someone suggested no barrels at all, and then I realized that's completely possible. We just have to do something like this, except... Well, yeah, we would just have to do something like this, and this runs incredibly slow. This has an uptime of like 5%. We've only made a 200 rocket fuel so far. This has been running for an hour. But this is incredibly limited by assembly machine speed. But yeah, you can avoid the use of barrels completely if you really want to. It's just very slow. But it is something I'm considering, because it sounded like a great change. Because I feel like just having barrels, some things are a little too easy. Just a little bit too easy, so we need more suffering here. I probably should have left a radar there. Oh, it's too late now. And then what else can we do? We can't launch a rocket today because I kind of ran out of time being sidetracked by the... My driving skills are great. My car hasn't broken, has it? My car is... We haven't needed a repair pack. Okay, it's a little bit more damage now, but it still works. That means my driving skills are flawless. Okay, where's a good lake for... I think this is where we should build advanced circuits. Because I don't really want to barrel advanced circuits. I want to produce the I want to produce the sulfuric acid directly, which means we need to build it on a lake. Because honestly, it's not a terrible idea, right? That would let us run like 20 of them. Yeah, honestly, that works fine. Let's make it a 3x3 though, because that's the perfect size for the assembly machines. Okay, so sulfur looks something like that. It would go into a chem plant, which would go into this. And then I'm assuming we can only run one at a time. It looks like we can only run one. But we can chain it pretty easily. Yeah, the DMV will see how great I am at driving. Just look how undamaged my car is. I think that's a great selling point. And then if I wanted to be really specific with my placements here, does this work? I think technically I can make that work. That makes it a lot easier to set up the inserters, but it's also a lot less copyable. But I think it's worth it. Yeah, this is perfect. I mean, this is a lot of blue chip assemblers. Like that's enough to launch a rocket in like an hour and a half, or like no, or like an hour, something like that. It's plenty if you can get them all running. This is so many acid assemblers. It works. Do we have prod mods? Yeah, we have prod mods too. I feel like I messed this up, but like nothing looks wrong. We're gonna make it as long as it can go though. So we're gonna turn these into, what do they call them? Well pumps or something? Underground wells? They changed the name. If you cover the offshore pump after, if you cover the offshore pump after you place it, it changes the title. And that will make it a lot easier to connect inserters. What does it change into? Water well pumps. Oh, that makes sense. That's a good name for that. Oh, wait. Oh, whatever. I guess we're gonna only have this many. And then look at that. We do not have... We didn't bring anything. Of course we didn't bring anything. Why would we have grabbed a belt when we were in town? Although it doesn't actually matter because we're using an entirely smart belt. So if you think about it, we brought the perfect amount of belts. We were definitely thinking here. Remember the landfish? What is the landfish? That doesn't sound real, but I also feel like it might be real. Like if you used the landfill fish, did they just kind of like walk around? Because that sounds fantastic. I really hope that's what you mean. Okay. This is, you know what? This is a pretty solid advanced circuit. This is a pretty solid blue chip design. The only downside is, you know, it's incredibly slow. Do we need... I feel like we'll need a lot of undergrounds for this. Or it's not incredibly slow, it's incredibly large and it has to be built on a lake, which is a little bit of a downside. Okay. But I think I have a way to make it work. We don't technically need belt weaving here, but we do need gaps for power poles, which will look like this, and then we output here. Input, power pole. There we go. That's something we can copy. That way it's a lot easier to add supplemental green chips. Yeah, that looks good. And then we can double side it if we really want to, but realistically, I don't think we need to do that. Because this is a lot This is a lot of assemblers, considering I literally do not have a base yet. It was real? Sure. Sure it was. The landfish was real. Next they're gonna tell me Factoria has a Loch Ness monster, or like horses or something. Nonsense. I wish I had belt right now. But this will work. It has spiders? It does have spiders. And spiders aren't real. Everybody knows that. Horse expansion? Horse expansion would be cool. Like, think about it. Like, cars are pretty late game, right? Like, you need green science for them. I'm surprised that... Wait, that one's not allowed? I will whitelist that after the stream. That one should not be banned. That should be in the exceptions. There you go. Should be good now. Yeah, Factorio Forum should be accepted. Red Science donkey research? Exactly. You can make a donkey somehow. Out of trees, I guess? That might work. What am I trying to send over? That's a good question. What am I building right now? We need iron. And we need... Okay, so this is supposed to be the iron belt, I think. There's like a 50% chance this is correct. Which is a bit low, but I'll take it. And then these all go that way. So one of these is going to be green chips. One of these is going to be red chips. So I think we can just steal red chips from here. Somehow. There's a way. There's definitely a way. I think it requires red undergrounds. Oh, that doesn't even work. We can make it work. See? Look at that. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. And this gives us red chips, and they are on the wrong side, which is a bit unfortunate. But that's easy. We can just sideload it, and we're good to go. Okay, so now we just have to make a ton of green chips for blue science. Or blue chips. Perfect. Is this the landfish? Or is this the spider? Because I know what the spider is, I think. Oh! I was hoping they would just, like, glitch above the surface. Because that would be pretty cool. If they just, you could see them, like, flopping around. Do I not have bots? Wait, have I not made any bots yet? I've made 100. What are they doing? Oh, these aren't connected. Ah, that makes a lot of sense then. Okay, so we have power poles, we have roboports. Technically, we can set them up to start building blue chips, which is not the builder I should be doing. But because I kind of had to figure out how to build things, I wanted to do that first before gathering resources. Just because it was what was on my mind, even though it's not the best order to do things. And then this won't reach, and we ran out of roboports. Perfect. We have made some great decisions today in bringing everything we need along with us. We definitely have not forgotten everything like 3 times. Okay, technically this works. We just need some power poles, and it'll take a while to build, but honestly, we still need to gather the resources, so that's fine. I am a bit bummed that we only have 100 bots. Actually, should I just make more bots? I feel like 100 bots is going to be way too slow. And we did improve our engine production. We could afford another 100 bots. Yeah, we can afford more bots. Also, LDS is practically done, so that means we won't need a ton of plastic, so that's nice. Yeah, we can afford another 100 bots. Because we only need to produce 400 more, and we're assembly machine limited. Oh, right, because the bots will fix this for us. That explains why I haven't built that many. Yes, that would definitely explain that. It was the bug report where the devs liked the idea so much they removed it. The name? That's great. That is a bummer they removed it, but that's fun. Kind of like the oil wells. Sorry, not the oil wells, the water wells. I imagine that was a bug as well. Did these set up? Yes. Okay. So those technically will build. It's going to take a while, but they will technically build. We could use some radars in various places. We didn't make that many. I might just go handcraft some radars. Okay, so what do we really need? We need copper, I imagine. We can get like one lane of copper from there, or we can go up top. We could do the classic, just delete everything here and start building more smelting lanes while I think. That's always, honestly, that's always a good strat. Just copy this, give it a blueprint, keep it the same height, and then I just paste it like 20 times. I need to automate radars for satellites. That's true, but we're not doing we're not doing a satellite. At least not this time. It might be a good goal for the next one. Like if I want to go for a science per minute, but now that I'm thinking of redoing this without barrels at all, I don't want to make this one super long. Sideloading onto underground belts were also unintended. Really? Oh, that's such a useful feature. That is like, I use that all constantly. I don't even use filter splitters half the time. That one's just such a good feature. Kind of funny it was unintended. Also weird that it's unintended. I don't know. That sounds like something that would be hard to do on accident. Then again, I know absolutely nothing about this stuff, so maybe I should be surprised. And we needed 64 pod mods, so hopefully that's enough. Batteries. Okay, batteries are good. Honestly, this is very clean. I'm gonna miss this when we do no barrels at all. Oh wait, no, we can still do this without barrels. The bug where inserters break when near rail curves is also featured. Wait, that was intended? Wait. What do you mean featured? Like they made it a feature? Maybe I don't use Rails enough, so I can't visualize what that actually does. Interesting. Okay, can we get more iron? Oh yeah, we can get more iron. Let's actually build these roboports by hand though, otherwise it's gonna take ages. I don't think we need to build the miners by hand, but the roboports for sure. Okay, we're banking on a surplus of 6,000 red chips to carry us. Is that enough? That's enough for all the blue chips we need for sure. That's like 3,000 blue chips. Yeah, that's like 3,000 blue chips. Okay, so yeah, we don't need to set up red chip production for blue chips. We can just set up a bunch of circuits. Rails are all kinds of weird. Wasn't there like, I remember there was a bug, not like, I don't think it was that recently. I think it's been a while, but there was something involved with like corners and long inserters registering that there was like a rail there or a train there, and it would like randomly activate an inserter if a train went by. I don't know. I remember, I think it broke something that Warder did. So I guess, yeah, it's been a while. If I noticed it when he was streaming. I didn't quite understand what was happening because I don't know Rails at all, so it didn't look that wrong to me, but clearly it was wrong. Did you know it costs 4 rails to place a curved rail? I did know that one. I didn't know that much. Is that cheaper than it was originally? I feel like that's roughly the same cost as it was back when curved rails were just like twice the cost. Because I do remember those days. I didn't build trains in those days, but I remember they were having separate rails, and I thought that was fun. How many is this? You know what? That's almost an entire lane. We can drag that one too. Get the spaghetti. It's spaghetti time. Will this work? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, after the expansion, Rails will be Weird 2.0 or Weird Squared. They're gonna get wild. Just think of everything. Think of all the spaghetti people will be able to make when you can stack the rail spaghetti. Like, sure, they probably made it to solve some rail problems, but it's gonna create so many great ones. It intersects with the copper belt. Really? I broke it? Okay. That sounds like me. Let's see, where is it? Ah, yes. I see. Now it's perfect. Yeah, it's very wiggly. We're just trying to connect things pretty fast now, so they're gonna be messy. Because I want to get red chips, blue chips online. Can I get enough for this? I feel like that's a decent sized patch actually. It doesn't look like much, but... Okay, it's not much. But it's one lane. That's what matters. It is one lane. But under the hood, you still have the straight rail and curved rail, which is annoying for modding. Oh, so they are, like, technically considered curved rails. I guess that makes sense. Like, why just change it for the player side of things? I mean, the addition of the curved rails and the new rail builder is definitely, like, it's very nice from a player perspective. Don't obviously can't speak for the modding scene, but it's very nice that they're unified now. Raised rails will let you leverage your city skylights intersection building. Nice. Just wait until somebody like recreates Victoria and city skyline, or vice versa. Makes a full-on utopia for their biters. Or dystopian society. If it's like how I play, I'm not good at city games. I'm not good at city games. They become dystopian real fast. What are we waiting for? Oh, did I just not connect it? Oh yeah, they're just not connected. Okay, I thought I was waiting on a ghost to be placed, and it turns out I just didn't place one in the first place. That would cause some issues. There should be a connection here, but I can't see it. Let's see. It's either here or here, and now it's definitely connected. But we also might have connected something to coal, so let's hope that's fine. Your train place blueprints include train stations with limit 0? Interesting. Does that just like break trains, or how's that help? Or is it just for fun? Does it just like kind of block off certain sections? I can't think of any reason you would want that. I think it's a cool idea. I just... Oh no, wait. Oh no, what did we do here? What did we do here? Is this supposed to have copper at all? No, I don't think it's supposed to have copper at all, is it? This is not supposed to be half a lane, though. Oh, okay. There isn't a problem. We just changed how I wanted to get batteries, and then I just kind of left it. If no train station is available for your next stop, they skip it. But if there's a station with limit 0, they wait. Ah. Okay, so they actually... I'm assuming the train limits are dynamically changed then. To do something. So I'm just imagining like you just have random things that are just permanently at 0, and I'm trying to picture how you would use that. But if they eventually change with circuits, I could see that being a little bit more helpful. Also, how many can I produce for this? What do we have? We have 1 copper lane and 2 iron lanes, which is not at all the ratio that I need. But it's the ratio I have. We can do like 10 assemblers, I think, with modules. Okay, that's close enough to 10. Green chips, and then direct fed. Okay, and then let's actually just copy this. Perfect. Okay, everything should be powered except for the last one with this design. For the powerful placements, yeah. Then we just add one more there. Connect the copper, which this is definitely not enough copper. This is a terrible ratio. This is also not enough green chips. We need another lane. Which we could use here? Yeah, we could totally do another one there. We just need to get the copper for it. So we flip it, build another one over here. Let's try to get another copper lane. You have many complaints, Factoria. Your current gripe is that there are 12 different reach values for a character. Oh, and they're corresponding to 3 different values. The fact that there's 3 different values in general bothers me. Just that tends to get to me, but the fact that there's only 3 separate distances on top of that is really funny. Okay, we're going to do this. Just so I know that this is supposed to be a copper lane and I don't try to connect more iron to it. Let's see. Can we get more copper? Honestly, yeah. We can just steal copper from the original lane. Because this is not really running full speed. Is it a cop-out? Yes. And that's it. Full stop. It's a cop-out, but it'll work. We just need to keep it running a little bit longer. And then, does that get everything? Doesn't technically get this, so we're gonna add another splitter. Perfect. That won't cause issues. We could also, honestly, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just steal the green chips from here. We are clearly running out of plastic. Oh, wait. Oh, no. We don't have any plastic. Oh. I think something's wrong with oil. Something is definitely wrong with oil. Did we cut power to it? I don't know. Huh. Yeah, the pickup, mining, neutral, and the rest. I completely forgot about the pickup range. That's like one tile, isn't it? Or half a tile. It's really small. Okay. I guess we can start getting blue chips, right? Technically, yeah, we can filter this out, so then while we're away, maybe we'll get blue chips out of this. Or we just set it up all wrong, which is also a possibility. And then we need the wire. Oh, we definitely need the wire assemblers. Okay, so technically things are connected. I have no idea how long they will take to build. Everything seems to be within bot range. But with 100 bots, it's going to take a long time to build, but you know, it's also going to take us a while to figure things out. We need a new car. Okay, I'm looking at my cars, and I have two mostly broken cars. I think maybe my cars were the problem, and I think maybe I'm not a great driver. Because I thought I had only half broken one car, but the fact that I have half broken two cars, that's basically the same as breaking a full car. So I've basically broken a car. So yeah, I don't think I can say I'm a great Factorio driver. Which isn't really a claim I was making, but I definitely can't say it. I for sure can't say it anymore. Then blueprints we'll just toss in the trash. Okay. We actually have chests this time. We have inserters. Actually, we don't have that many inserters. We also should probably check to make sure that blue chips are, in fact, set up. Also, radars, how are you doing? Oh, I think we're good on radars. I think I might have made a few too many radars. Okay, what mess did we make over here? Of course, we hit a rock immediately. And a second one. At least it was a different rock. At least I didn't hit the same rock twice. That would have been embarrassing. Okay, these are not connected to power, which means they won't actually work. They're also not connected in general. Okay, that should be good. You know what? We're just going to abandon that. We're going to pull out a new car. There we go. This should buffer blue chips, right? Yeah. And we're just going to take a shortcut. Perfect. I mean, we kind of need to not cover that much water, but yeah, that's not going to reduce how many things we can build. Okay, what did I break? If I had to guess, I don't have enough barrels, but I don't really know what could be wrong. It could just be a power thing. We could have browned out. Yeah, okay. We browned out. That's understandable. I was supposed to bring power back to the main base a long time ago, but I was too busy crashing in my car and stopped dragging power. It would be nice. Well, okay, aside from pickup distance, it would be nice if everything was the same. Like, just think of how much easier mouse only would have been if I had more than a 3-tile reach. Pretty much, so many more maps would have been playable if you had the build reach. Probably, I mean, it's still a lot of maps are playable, but I feel like it would have been bumped up another, like, 2 or 3-fold. They have a force bonus value and a character bonus value. Is that just so people can modify it with mods, maybe? Okay, these should be working now. I think that was the only problem, right? Solid fuel is doing A-okay. We have very little rocket fuel so far, so I think this one's limited by something. Oh yeah, right. It's limited by light oil. Wait, does this not work? Oh, there's a power pole there. Hold on, there's a power pole there. It's not supposed to be there. That will make it that will back up soon. Well, maybe not soon, but eventually. Okay, that fixes our plastic problem. Really wishing I had buffered plastic now. I almost did, and I was like, nah, if I buffer plastic, then I'm never going to expand oil. Which was true, but I'm still probably not going to expand oil regardless, so it was all for nothing. Because now we have no plastic, and we're not buffering oil. Barrels logic seems to be okay. How many barrels do we have, anyway? Since we're, like, doing this almost barrelless. Yeah, we really don't have that much. I mean, if we did it completely barrelless, we would have, like, 100 more refineries, and they would be working, like, 5% of the time. So using 4,000 barrels is definitely easier, but I do like the concept. And then what's left? We obviously need module production. But not a ton, right? Actually, no, we need a fair amount of module production. I might save that for next time. I might save that for... Wait, I don't think I'm streaming Thursday. Yeah, no, I'm not streaming Thursday. Because, family birthday. Which I did not realize was Thursday. I thought it was on Wednesday. But yeah, I won't be streaming Wednesday. So we'll probably finish this Friday. It was definitely gonna finish it today, but brainstorming this took like an hour trying to figure out if I could actually do this. Well, I still need to figure out if I want to do it with no boilers either. Because I mean, I like the idea of just no boilers at all, but you obviously need one boiler or a free solar panel. Neither of them, I think they're not as bad as I thought they would be. Especially since we've been doing so many burner only things that um, it doesn't seem that unreasonable to start with like an entire burner base. Yeah, that'll start doing blue chips. Honestly, yeah, I should just produce modules here so that way I have like one unified spot to build things. Because we definitely don't need more chips here. I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to split that because we'll need to add more green chips here at some point. So we'll send like 3 down the middle and we'll balance them between the lanes. And then this gets split off. And we'll sideload it here. Yeah, that'll work. We needed to make it 1 tile wider. But yeah, we really don't need this. If we had just had like 1 speed module or like 2 speed module assemblers working this whole time, they would have been done. But there's something, I don't know, relying entirely that heavily on buffers, I don't really love to do. Like I like having a little small buffers, but I don't want the buffers to be so relied on that I can only make like 1 assembler of something and be good. Because that just doesn't feel like the Factorio way, right? You need more. You always need more of everything. So yeah, even though practically speaking it's not worth your time to set up more assembling machines when you have other restrictions, it's nice. And I guess we'll just filter them out. Actually, we don't need a filter. We can sideload. And then we can just send them directly where they need to go. Which is apparently right here. Don't know what's going to be here, but it is apparently here. And now we can filter them. That way there's no possible way that these break and back up. Okay, is this everything I need? Yes. Do we have vision of our base? Yes. Technically... Oh my gosh, those just got built. Yeah, we're definitely not launching today. So next time we'll need to connect a whole lot of resources. We'll probably need this copper lane. And we'll need this iron lane. I could set them up now, and then next time we'll just be building the things to consume it, or I could set them up next time. Let's see, what time is it? 3:40. I can go paste a bunch of stuff for bots to do. That wouldn't be bad. That would be a good ending point. Because that way, next time while I'm trying to figure out where I'm at, things will actually be building for like, 5 hours. Okay, it won't take that long. But yeah, that way things will be immediately building, and then I don't have to like waste time waiting for things to finally travel like while I'm also trying to figure stuff out, because that adds like two sources of delay, which is not great. I will also need more steel. So yeah, really realistically, we just need to grab the entire patch down there. Then power would be helpful. Okay, we're just gonna walk. We're gonna walk across because driving the car through this, we're gonna hit way more things than we should be hitting. There you go, power poles. That's a lot of power poles. I feel like we still need to clear the forest though, because if we don't clear the forest, we're never gonna clear that forest until we need it, and then it'll just make it a lot harder to connect things later. Also, these are not. This one's not connected. Oh, yes, that would do it. Well, at least we have some copper, so that way we knew it was broken. Because we almost wouldn't have noticed that, and we definitely wouldn't have noticed it next time. Because I wouldn't have known to check over there. Because there would have been no reason for me to think it was broken, without knowing what I was already doing. Okay, is this enough copper? It's not a lot, but I think it's technically enough. Let's see. How many is this? Four lanes of copper? Actually, yeah, that's more than enough. Okay, let's we need to make a compressor out of this, which is fine. Yeah, compressors are easy. I always do way more belts than I need, but other than that, compressors are easy. As long as we actually build the lanes right in the first place. Oh, that reminds me. Someone commented the other day that I could have just rotated things by using smart belt, the directional dragging. I think they didn't realize. I think they forgot that I needed a control. You need a rotate button to do that. Like, it doesn't just rotate towards your cursor automatically. But yeah, it was fun. It was like, oh wow, you could have made this. The mouse only could have been so much easier, and I really wish that was a feature. I've seen mods that do that. I have seen mods that make it that it just goes towards your mouse, like you don't have to rotate in between. But it's definitely not. It's not a vanilla thing, unfortunately. Are these all connected? I don't trust them. Now they're now they're connected. Okay, now we need roboports, which yeah. Okay, why am I driving a car? Why am I driving this? Or why am I trying to drive this? We know it won't end well. Smart belts are awesome. No, they're so good. They don't have any problems. I definitely don't say I definitely don't yell at smart belt every single day because it's a very flawless system. But I mean, admittedly, I would much rather have it than not. Obviously, it's very good. just a little bit buggy in some very specific aspects that I don't think affect the common, the usual. I think they're mostly speed things is what I'm speed issues. I don't think they tend to be that problematic when you don't have to try to click something fast. Maybe a little bit, but I feel like the annoyances are more speedrunner specific. Or lazy lazy specific. So I am a little lazy. Yeah, it's the weirdness with the undergrounds, or the rotating in the wrong direction if you try to go fast, because you're like a pixel off. There wouldn't really be a good fix for that. I just kind of wish there was a fix for it. But the only fix would be very like it wouldn't be a fix that everybody would want. To make it that like there's some leniency, like where it only changes if you go more than like 50% off the tile or something like that. It would be weird. It would be like this weird momentum based building that I think would be cool, but I don't think many people would desire. And it's even hard to explain, but like, yeah, no, it definitely would not be a general solution. Yeah, these are going to take forever to build. I'm glad we set them up now. Especially looking at this iron patch. These are like twice as far away as I thought they would be. Okay, and then iron, if we have 4 copper, we probably need 4 iron for steel. Is this 30 long? That's more than 30 long. No, wait, no, it wasn't. I accidentally copied 2 lanes. Okay, 6 lanes of iron. Is that enough? 5 lanes of iron, is that enough? Yeah, we'll just go with 5 lanes of iron. It's definitely not... It might be a bit too much, but it's definitely enough. I can say that with certainty. And we're going to go straight up and waste a lot of roboports because that sounds a lot nicer. It's also fun that the building has frame interpolation, so you can place multiple buildings in the same tick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that way, otherwise Smart Belt would be very... Smart Belt would be very finicky. I feel like it would probably... I feel like it wouldn't affect other things that much, other than Belt. Because, like, Belt, you can very often, like, do that on accident. It's kind of hard to do that with anything that isn't Belt. Outside of a task, of course. Or is it only for belts? Because if it's only for belts, I guess that would make sense that it's useful for belts. Could you imagine Smart Belt if rotating was only one thing for tick? I wonder if... Would you notice as a person? Like, if I press space here, that would have taken 1/10 of a second for it to, like, place. It is for all buildings. Okay. Oh, so when you say everything else is locked, you mean different things other than building. Like crafting or something. Oh my gosh, this is... I can't even hold my mouse center. Good enough. They're technically connected. Most of them. We wasted a few belt. We wasted a lot of belt. But that's why we set it up early. Do I have enough roboports for this? I think so. I don't know. I probably could have just moved the belt a little bit to the right, left, and then saved some roboports, but yeah, it's fine. What can you do? I mean, we could have just, you know, built it differently. But I'm just, I'm trying to, like, prep something for next time, which means I'm just kind of, I'm cutting the corners so that way I suffer on Friday instead of having to do something today. Crafting, dropping, clicking buttons. Okay, all the other things. Gotcha. That looks probably functional. It doesn't have a radar. We also lost our car. It's not broken. You don't lose your license for leaving your car in the middle of a forest. Actually, you might. That seems like something they might. I feel like that's littering, like really bad littering, right? Like if you just drive your car into a forest and leave it there. So maybe they would. Maybe that would have some kind of fine. I don't know what this was for, just in case I staggered things. There we go. Well, we won't think about it. You guess it depends on how long you keep your car there. That's true. Like if you just leave it for like a day, it's not going to be problematic. If you leave it to decay, maybe it also won't be problematic. Because if you leave it there long enough, you know, everybody's going to forget whose it is. You assume placing blueprints ghosts work like buildings too. Oh god, could you imagine if only one ghost could be you place a blueprint and it takes like 30 seconds to update real time? Yeah, that's true. Even if it decayed, that would mean it's a bit too late. A bit too late to save if it's already decaying. Yeah, good point. That isn't just misplacing your car. That is just straight up littering at that point, huh? Yeah, I guess the time duration does matter. But yeah, it would be really weird if you could only do one building a tick. Because like I have blueprints in the bot only run that are like 5,000 tiles or 5,000 buildings, or sorry, burner only run, not bot only. I don't even know what that would look like. What would bot only look like? It would look like really boring for the first hour until you get to logistic bots. Actually, not hour. It would be like 3 hours at that point because everything would be hand fed, maybe more. Yeah, So tasks, I think they can do multiple buildings per second. Wait, actually no, is it? Did you ever fix that? Wasn't that a problem in the task at some point, Tice? Or am I imagining that? Would you mean is? So it is a problem? Okay. I wasn't sure if that was ever fixed. Or if it was even possible to fix. Well, yeah, we'll just connect those. That looks great. Are we out of anything? I don't think we're technically out of anything. It's just gonna take a while to build. I don't know. I don't think that I don't think that's a limiting factor, at least right now for the task, so that's nice. Also, these are working great. I haven't checked up on any of these, but yeah, these are working. These are fantastic right now. I mean, we don't have enough green chips going in. Is there a side load somewhere? Oh, what's the problem here? Oh, I think I have too many assemblers. No, I definitely have too many assemblers here, don't I? That's fine. That's probably a copper lane. This is probably that's probably a copper lane. And then where's an iron lane? This is the confidence you should have to connect lanes. There we go. That's probably what I hope it is. And that won't cause this won't backfire. There's a good chance it's correct. I can't say with certainty it is. I can just say it's probably okay. And then we can just pretend it is. We can live in denial. And then that lets us connect one more. The action per tick is absolutely a limit? Really? Oh, yeah, it could just be that. Yeah, Zasser does like his belt zipping. His belt zipping is fun. It's such a silly concept, but the fact that you can use it to instantly mine belts to push yourself forward is really cool. This looks incredibly tedious to program that belt zipping, but I love it. Okay, that should build. Yeah, there's just we have too many delays with oil stuff, so it would take another hour, so I won't be able to finish it. I think what we'll do is Friday we'll finish it, and then I'll do burner designing. And also figure out what I want to do for the barrel version. Yeah, like everything's almost built. It's really just rocket fuel. Is it really just rocket fuel? Maybe things aren't as slow as I thought they would be. Let's see, what do we need? We need a lot of red chips. If we need plastic, we're doomed. We're running out of buffer of red chips right now, though. We need every single research. That's at least half an hour. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just finish it next time, so I don't have to worry. So Friday we'll finish this. No stream Thursday because birthday. Not my birthday, but someone else's birthday, and we're going out to eat whenever I normally would stream. I think. If we end up going earlier, I might still stream, but realistically, I'd say I'm going to be back Friday. And we'll do this, and because it's not that long, we'll finish with burner designing. Yeah, belt zipping is... Let's see if I can demonstrate it real quick. Well, okay, I can't really demonstrate it real time, but I can demonstrate what it is. So basically, you can... If you're running on belt, right, you get extra speed. And you can instantly replace splitters with belt and vice versa. But if you rotate them at the same time, and then replace them, and then rotate them back as you go, you can just infinitely like rotate these and just slowly shift the splitters so you never have to mine the splitters. It's something that you cannot demonstrate that well in person. But the idea of it is that you constantly rotate the belt perpendicular to yourself as you run, and then you take splitters and alternate between splitters and belts as you go to slowly shift the belt over and delete it. So it allows you to run using belt, the improvement speed from belt without wasting any belt, and you don't have to stop to mine. Because even with Steel Axe, it does slow you down a little bit to mine. So it lets you do like a free movement speed boost. And it's obviously not something you can do as a human. You can barely do it as a task with the whole action for tick thing. But it saves, you know, a couple frames every time you walk somewhere, probably. Not a couple frames. It probably saves a couple seconds. Yeah, if he has a video of it, that would work too. Wasn't sure if he had any uploaded with that. Okay, I also, while you do that, I'm gonna see why is this not... I need to figure out why I cannot, why I couldn't know, why Nightbot did not let that Factorio link through. Is that linked to the timestamp? Gosh, I always forget. Factorio does not record well. Which part of this is the belt zipping? Oh, yeah, it's a lot more impressive as a person. Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever seen it on scale before. Oh, that's hilarious. Hold on, let's see if I can pull this up. I don't actually know if I can. No, I don't think I have. No, I don't think I have anything screen recorded. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Are you
Oh, look
going
at
to
that. We can get an ad. There we go. That works. So this is belt zipping. Uh, you have like a giant cloud of smoke behind you as you run. Yeah, the factory also teleports in. That part's also cool. But the belt zipping is just so hilarious because it just makes you feel, it looks like a Looney Tunes character almost. But as long as you're placing deleting the belt as fast as you can, you're good. But it's a fun tech. But that's the thing he was talking about that is kind of limited by how fast the task itself can build things, because I imagine that limits how much belt zipping you can do, or at least makes it tedious to try to belt zip while building things. Although most things need belt to build, so it's probably not a huge deal. But yeah, I have a separate browser specifically that I never sign into anything for if I have to show something, so that way I never have to worry about stuff. You wish you played that fast? Same. Same. I wish I played that fast too. Diagonal belt zipping, that was funny. I didn't realize it could be diagonal. Honestly, the diagonal is probably easier, right? I guess it's probably the same amount of rotations. Or maybe not. It might be harder. It probably amounts to be the exact same, but it's really cool. But yeah, that's it for me today. Is anyone live? Nephron's... What's he doing? Oh, 100% stuff. Diagonal takes more ticks. Oh, is it more rotations? Okay. I don't know why. It looked like it was less, but I think that was just me assuming things were in the same direction. Hey, Zasper's live. We can raid Zasper and say we were talking about his belt zipping. Oh, except he's doing oh, he's doing segmented 80%. Yeah, he's doing 80% practice. Oh, he's doing, ooh, that's cool. He's going for mini science skip. Nice. Yeah, thanks y'all for watching. I'll be back Friday. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. Peace.